Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I have some huge update news about the teenage boy gone missing in Germany from the Caribbean princess. So the best possible news has come from Germany. The boy has been found, Aiden, and has actually already been now reunited with his family. Princess made a statement, an announcement last night. He's been missing since Thursday morning, and the whole rumors about him being lured away by somebody and that we don't know the full story yet. Did he just wander off and not get back to the cruise ship on time? That seems unlikely because, if he would have looked for somebody at the port saying that the ship is gone kind of thing, right? So we're still not sure the whole story, but at least as of right now, it has not had a tragic ending, which we were all fearful that this might be. So he has been reunited with his family. The cruise lines and the police are, providing support to the family during this troubling time when they search for what really happened and everything. It could be a lot of different things, right? It could be a whole lot of things, especially with teenagers and some stuff that they can be going on in their minds and in their heads and in their thought processes. So you never know these days, but the good news is he's alive and well and has been reunited. So best possible outcome of this whole situation. Next we have Juneau, Alaska has now had enough people put on the signature list to have something put into the next ballot, and that is on vote is next in October, and that is whether or not to ban cruise ships completely on Saturdays. Well, not completely, except for if the cruise ship has 250 passengers or less. Why 250 passengers, you might ask? Why? What kind of weird limit is that? Well, ferries that run up and down the coast in Alaska, many of them don't carry 250 people. They more along the lines of cars and stock and goods and things like that. So that's probably the reason for the 250. Plus, they don't want to turn away the private yachts that come down there and spend a lot of money as well. So yeah, and the expedition cruises that are down there hold less than 250 people on average. So that's probably the reasoning behind that. But they're also saying that on the 4th of July, when everyone likes to go into downtown Juneau and celebrate with the parade, they're also going to want to ban them on that day as well. So that's coming up in October, that vote. We'll see what happens with the ballot and see what happens if the town council or anybody intervenes in this situation. It is what it is, and we'll see what happens in the future. Remember, Juneau, Alaska, a lot of jobs rely on that tourism as people come up to visit Nugget Falls. They head on the whale watching tours there. They head to Mendenhall Glacier. It's a big, big tourist industry right there, and all the restaurants that are there, survive a lot, mostly by cruise ship visits. So we'll see what happens with this vote in the future. Speaking of good things though, we have Cozumel has reopened the cruise ships. Apparently the damage has not been so severe. They're still cleaning up, obviously, some debris that is still around, but they're diligently working to do that. The power is working in Cozumel. The cruise port and the dock has been deemed safe and no damage to structurally and things like that. So good news there. Cozumel was not hit that hard by the hurricane. It had gone down to a 2 into a 1 in that range when it ran through over the island and up into Cancun area through Mexico as it headed up into the Gulf. So much less severe than when it hit Jamaica for sure, and the Grenadines. So good news, cruise ships, the docks are back opening, and things are looking pretty back to normal there, except for some debris that they'll be cleaning up. And Carnival cruise ships are already stopping there as we speak. So finally, I have a kind of a history story and a sad story in a way about the SS United States. Now, the SS United States is an iconic ship for Americans. It was built in that time when the grand cruise ships were like Cunard and that were all being built, and it was all about the travel back and forth and who could do it the fastest and who was the most most beautiful ship, the luxury ship. That's how we traveled at one time. There were no planes flying across the ocean at these times. It was the cruise ships that were doing it, and they built the USS United States to show America's promise and America's ingenuity and might and the power of the nation. And they built the absolute fastest ship out there. It broke all records on her maiden voyage and was deemed basically the best ship in the world at the time, and it was all done in the United States. Well, it's been slowly sinking, sinking in obscurity, shall we say, because it was kind of like left a little bit derelict and not a lot of money given to it. And now it's been told that it had to move. And it has to move by September 12th of this year. Now there's a conservancy, it's the SS United States Conservancy, and it's a nonprofit organization that's trying to save this ship, and they're making an emergency bid, shall we say, to raise $500,000 because it would cost about that when you think about finding a new pier that this has to go to. They have to get new insurance to move it, they have to get tugboats to move it, they have to prepare the dock, etc. It costs a lot of money. It's a huge cruise ship that's not in its peak and prime condition of the new cruise ships that are out there. So they're trying to save it, and I really hope they do, because this is a part of American history, and I don't think we should just throw history away if we have a chance to save it. Now the options, if they don't come up with this money and they have to get rid of it by September 12th, well, one, they can scrap it. That would be an option, and just, get some money for it, I guess, and do something with it. Maybe donate it to charity or help another ship that may be in trouble. But another option is to bring it out to sea and sink it and have it become a new reef zone and possibly a diving site in the future for places. But they really hope that they can save the ship. And I do too. I think our history is important. If we don't study our history and learn about all the accomplishments we did and just think of all the bad things we've done in history instead of the good things as well, we never learn. And if we, as the old saying goes, if you don't learn your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So let's hope they can save that. So again, Cozumel reopened in Mexico. Let's hope the SS United States gets saved, and great news, Aiden was found alive and well and united with his family in Germany. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.